was stalling my bitch on me.
You know what?
I'm finna start sharing it though.
Thank you.
You was stalling my bitch on me.
So the first thing you want is this, right?
Let me pull it up.
You know what?
I'm finna start sharing it though.
We are live, people. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that was a few minutes ago.
Okay.
I don't want to
Apologies.
We are live, people.
Oh, that was like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm just giving it a thing.
Yeah,
that was a few minutes ago.
Apologies.
Come on, here.
Got to.
Here, you got me.
Who else is there?
You'll be right there in that empty.
Oh, that was like a few minutes.
I'm just asking because I don't see it. All right, this is not going to work. Hi, everyone. I am Sierra Caswell with University of Legend CDC. And we are here at on the. At the Legacy Resilience Hub, located at 3394 Overton Crossing. And y'all, we are here with the lunch of what's happening, our partners, some beautiful black women that are doing amazing things.
It sound like
I need to get together.
that's what it is.
And give us 1 second. We're having a few technical difficulties. All right, thank you all for being so patient with us while we attempt to fix these technical issues. But like I said, I'm Sierra Caswell with Legacy of Legend CDC, and the Legacy Resilience Hub is not playing. It's about to start. introduce who I have with me. First, I have Miss Camille James with the Fraser Community Urban Garden and Halls of Ivy. Hi, Camille.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. I also have Miss Karen King, the Queen of Fraser. with also with the Fraser Community Urban Garden. I have Miss Jasmine McGill with the YMCA of the Mid-South. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And Miss Toy Simpson with Cadence Bank. And so today we just want to tell you all how you can be a part of the Resilience Hub, how you can get connected, more programs, more opportunities to come. And so we want you all to just watch this very brief presentation where we introduce to you the Legacy Resilience Hub.
I'm in a meeting.
So, what is the Legacy Resilience Hub? Y'all, this is a partner space right here at 3394 Overton Crossing in the heart of the community, connected to Memphis STEM Academy with Memphis Business Academy. We are right here in the center of the community to connect with anyone. We are here to connect with apartment complexes, businesses, schools, churches, any institution that is willing to provide their families, their students, in a productive space that that fosters healing, fosters growth, and fosters legacy building. So here we offer free workshops, mental health support, parent coaching, career training, food and clothing support, and many more things, you all. And so I want our partners to really talk about how they're going to be bringing their services, their products to this Resilience Hub, where families and parents and students can earn points for attending class, for being at school on time, for doing community service workshops, for coming in and having ACES workshops with us, for attending any one of these beautiful ladies' sessions. You all can earn points, and just like Chuck E. Cheese, once you finish the day and you have your points, you can come in and shop for brand new clothes, brand new shoes, footwear, groceries, even family night out events. And so we will start with the YMCA because more frequently they will be having classes starting, I believe, May 19th?
May 20th.
May 20th.
Yeah.
And so you all have only a few short days to get signed up and get registered for this cohort that's going to start. And let me say this is incentive based, you all. So there is a pay for participation, but you have to be present. You have to be active. You have to be engaged, because this is not something that we want to give to you. This is something we want you to earn. We want you to feel empowered. We want you to grow, learn, and know. So we're only giving you the tools to support you. You have to come and do the work. And so we'll start with YMCA with Ms. Jasmine McGill, so she can talk about what's coming up and how we can be a part, because I'm going to take the classes too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I need to take some classes. Well, thank you, Tiara. We appreciate you all for having us out here today. Again, we're here to represent our YMCA of Memphis and the Mid-South Path to Purpose program, which is under our workforce development umbrella. Many folks know us for the gym, the swim, a little bit of child care, a little bit of nutrition. And so workforce development is an absolutely new program, new department, new initiative for us. And so we're happy to say that we will be offering free workshops centered around financial literacy, workforce development opportunities, and then also family and parenting classes as well, where we'll be bringing some of our very own partners in, Cadence Bank, UT Health and Science Center, and then some other partners who will be coming in to deliver some of those workshops. So one thing about the Y, we are experts at community development and just bringing access to different communities. And so we're extremely excited to be here in the Fraser community to offer these workshops and sessions for our families. And then we also want to give you all the opportunity to join our Path to Purpose program. That is a program that is open to all low-income families. And so pretty much what that looks like is free workshops, access to resources. It includes job readiness, job preparedness, those sorts of things. And so if you want to learn more, I can't give you all the details, so you're going to have to come visit us. I don't know the address, but if I do it, I would say it's somewhere on Overton Crossing.
3394 Overton Crossing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So shameless plug there, but we would love to see you all starting May 20th. We'll run those workshop series all the way into June 19th, June 20th, roughly. And so if you would love to learn more, I'm sure we'll be dropping the information somewhere here.
Yes, we will. And so that sign up link, we can add it at the end. But there will be a QR code, and also for anyone who has already registered from the Facebook post, you will get the information consistently pushed out to you. Every week we send out a weekly newsletter. So this flyer is included and the upcoming events are included. Once again, this is just one cohort of many that will be opportunities for our families. And so with that, the YMCA has brought us a gracious partner. I'm talking about, we weren't even expecting it. This is what collaboration looks like, y'all. So we have Miss Toy Simpson with Cadence Bank, who has partnered with the YMCA and now Legacy of Legends to provide some awesome opportunities once again to you all. And just from the few times I've met you, I understand that you are embedded in this. You know what you're talking about. You know your work. Community engagement is your thing. And so I'm grateful to have you here. It was amazing to witness the ribbon cutting of the Raleigh branch for Cadence Bank today. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for the invite. And so Ms. Toy, just tell us, like, how can we get involved? What are some of the things we should expect? Because we're not going to give them everything. And what should we look forward to gaining?
All right, well, I'm Toy Simpson, and I'm all things financial literacy. And I try to bring the information to you in a real world scenario. So I talk to you from everything with taking care of your car, all the way to your health is your wealth. So we want to look at everything that we deal with on a financial basis, looking at it from a financial perspective. So I'll talk to you about taking care of yourself. I'll tell you about savings and budgeting, a little bit about credit. We also have Operation Hope that we partner with, who is housed in one of our locations in the Whitehaven area. So we bring to you a plethora of skilled, trained, certified advisors. One of the topics that I'm really passionate about is your health is your wealth, as you can see. So we want to look at all the things that it compiles. We want to look at anything from taking care of your young babies all the way until your final needs. There's a presentation segment that I like to talk about where I go into the room and I ask, what are you going to wear in your casket? Or what are you going to have sung at your funeral? But these are conversations that we need to have with our loved ones that are not always so comfortable, but we kind of break it down into a point where it makes it, a little bit of enjoyable. We talk about legacy, leaving a legacy. We want to be remembered for something that we can, be proud of. But what I want you to be proud of is leaving generational wealth. So we go as far as talking about how to structure your savings and your retirement, your goals, so that you can have something to leave behind. One of my favorite mottos is, I want you to save some money, I want you to spend some money, but I also want you to share. And not everybody has money to share, but you do have information you can share. You may have something tangible that you can share, a bottle of water. So I want you to be encouraged to, when you receive information, share it. In the classes, I often refer to what my grandmother taught me. We need to go back to the days where we did things where we would grow our own food, bring it from the ground to the table, or even so much as to bring it from the seed to the market. So we really want to cover entrepreneurship with our people. Learning the basics of savings, budgeting, and credit is going to last you a lifetime. But how to apply it in your day-to-day routine is something that you have to experience, something you have to go through. And I want to tell you where those pitfalls are so that those are some of those hiccups that you can avoid. So there's a number of things that we can cover. We can look at it at a different perspective, from a financial perspective, but you want to take care of yourself. You want to take care of your things. You want to save. You want to budget, but you also want to have generational wealth. Leave some information, a legacy for the young people that come behind us. So that's just a snapshot of some of the things that we cover. But I want to make it interesting for you, make it a real world, and make it where you can meet you where you are. So that's my stance on how I present the financial literacy.
Thank you so much for being this toy. So, and you said it. I think the largest part for us is we can start a business, we'll do half of the paperwork, but that sustainability, that leaving a legacy for the next generation is where our pitfalls are as a community. And so we really want to change that narrative, and that's going to start one family at a time. And so I'm really grateful for that, because we can do all of what we're doing, but if we haven't created the culture of sustaining it, having that mindset shift, then all of this is for naught. So thank you for that. And you plug seed to market. So that brings us to the Camille James and Miss Karen King with the Fraser Garden and Halls of Ivy, who has an amazing seed to market program. And y'all, that is deeper than what we're even discussing right now. And so Camille, I really want you to bring that home for us. Bring us into that space, because you've had much great success with it. I've had the opportunity to witness it. And I just want you to share some of what we'll be getting in this space with the seed to market.
Well, I don't want to talk about the seed to market, but it involves all of it. So I'll talk about the program itself, and then I'll let Karen come in to talk about how it relates to the Fraser Community Urban Gardens. So I am Camille James, known as Farmer C. You say it fast enough, and you are in the pharmacy. And before there was a Walgreens or a CVS, the pharmacy was the farm, the garden. And there was a time when many of us, and I know if you don't do it, your grandmother or your mom might have done it, but there was a garden in the backyard. And so we came up with a program that not only teaches you how that you can grow your own food, but you can also grow your own money. And in the coming times, we are in some very peculiar times. And as the tariffs roll out, each American family is expected to spend an additional $4,800. So we're going to have to start learning about healthier ways to cut our budget. We're going to have to think about how to, reassess where we spend our money. And as Toy with Kaden said, your health is your wealth. So as we grow food, we can also turn that food into economics. And I am a former restaurant owner, and I learned what not to do. So I am here to teach you what not to do, because the language in Memphis is food and music. We are some of the most creative souls on the planet. And when I say soul, I mean, so that soul has been a commodity for a very long time. So with the seed to market, you get to reclaim your sovereignty with your health and your wealth. And we're here to give you the tools so you'll learn about how it means to, what it means to grow an idea. And then also we teach you about how to use those ingredients to turn it into a actual product on the shelf. And that is a market that we don't have a lot of representation in. And it's because we're not getting the skill sets, like cost of goods sold. How much does it cost to make it? What happens if something goes wrong? Are you insured? Do you know how to pay your taxes? What's required that you're not stuck in a kitchen being just a vendor at a festival? We want you to see how you can get in Costco or Kroger or other major brands. But we start small, and we give you the skill sets and the information from all of our community partners. We are known as the Farmily, so you will get to know them through the Seed to Market program. But what's the most beautiful part is they get to come out to the Fraser Urban Garden, and they get to learn how it starts, where it's made, its nutritional value. And it's our own little Shelby Forest, 3 acres. And in a minute, it will be a value to get locally sourced food. That's going to be very important in the coming months and years, to have access to locally grown seasonal food. So we, as the Fraser Urban Garden, are hoping to be that hub for resources. So I'll let Karen come in and tell you more about the Fraser Urban Garden.
How you doing? Thank you, Tiara. I'm Karen King with the Fraser Community Urban Garden. And as Camille stated, we the garden is a central hub for our community. We are wanting to bring the community, bring people back to the garden. If you don't know how to grow, this is where you need to be. We are a learning garden. You learn how to grow. You learn how to make a product. It's not only just that. It's just a good place to be mentally and physically. I love the garden. And everyone is invited. We have partnered with
UTHSC,
the probation office. I'm sorry, but that's where we get a lot of our volunteers. But we definitely need volunteers. We have volunteer hours that are honored. If you need hours for court or whatever you have going on, we have a program for that. We have the kids garden, the sensory garden, the Journey Kids Learning Garden, and the kids love the garden. So we really want to see more kids out there learning how to grow and plant seeds, taking it home and ooh and on over their little plants coming up. So you all are invited. We're located at 4051 Point Church. We're in the most northwest part of Fraser in the corner, right outside of our partners in Raleigh. So come by and see us. And to stay in the know, you can follow us on all social media outlets, or you can go to our website, enter your email address, and you'll get our newsletter weekly. And you can find us at www.fraserurbangarden.com. .org.
Thank you so much for that, ladies. So as you all can see, the dynamic of what you'll be getting for this first cohort. And so something that I want to mention that Karen alluded to was that coming to that garden is a place of peace. And so the mission of Legacy of Legends is to mitigate adverse childhood experiences. And that is any type of physical abuse, emotional abuse, physical and emotional neglect before a child turns 18 years old. So y'all, we gotta learn how to take our own peace. Not before it gets rowdy, not when everything starts going hectic. We know the times that we're living in. We know the community that we're in. Fraser is number 1 in the top 10 violent crimes and number 2 in poverty. And y'all, these workshops, these sessions are there to start mitigating those things. Let's get ahead of it. Let's start putting ourselves in better positions for not just us, but for our families, for our children's children, to have a legacy of peace before anything. And so I think that I am really excited about this. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. Once again, this is mutually beneficial. We're giving you the tools, you come and do the work. And we are going to make sure throughout this process that you have all of the resources that you need. Once again, the food, the clothing, this is paid for participation, but there may be some other goodies that are involved. And so let me also tell you lastly what comes with this. So how you enroll is that we're going to drop our intake link that will be connected to all of us ladies. So we can see where you are. You're going to take a quick, really brief assessment that just says, okay, this is where I am, this is where I want to be. Then we pair you with the success coach, so you're not in this alone. What happens is that success coach is going to be with you from point A to point Z. So you say, I want a better job. You say, I want to buy a house. You say, I want to get my kids in a private school. We're here to help walk with you through that process and ensure you see those milestones through. And so, y'all, this is a place I am encouraging everybody. We should be busting out the seams right now.
Yes.
For people to get signed up and participate in this program. Once again, this is a space for you to have that peace, for you to learn to leave a legacy for your children and your family. So, any other last thoughts?
I love the fact that everyone gets to see this is what village looks like.
Yes.
We love to say it takes a village.
Yes.
But now you are seeing all these different aspects that make up life and the people who are passionate about it. But oftentimes you see one person trying to do it all.
Yes.
So just seeing this representation, I'm just honored to be here with you all. And we are setting it like that. And so I'm just proud to be a part of it.
And if I could piggyback off of that, again, the YMCA Memphis in the Mid-South is egregiously just thankful to Legacy of Legends CDC, and like you said, Camille, to have this village of support for our families. Our goal at the Y is to make sure that we wrap these services around our families, and so allow us to be there. Like you said, Tiara, we can meet you halfway. We just need y'all to meet us there. We have so many resources, from financial literacy to workforce to health and wellness, to just whole family support. So we're overjoyed to be here.
Very well said. Yes.
Well, you all, once again, we are located here at 3394 Overton Crossing, Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's a website on the door if you ride past and just want to get signed up, a phone number that you can call or text us, and we would love to get you connected to resources and programs right here in the heart of the city. Thank you for joining us. The link will be in the comments to get signed up, and we hope to see you at our first session.